Have you wondered how we can be able to simplify its expression like this for the value of x? Maybe I can make my x to the power of 1 divided by 2 plus negative x to the power of 1 divided by 2. And this is going to give me 2 to the power of 4, right? 2 to the power of 4 is 32. But then I have a positive sign here. Assume this is a multiplication sign. It would have been easy for me to simplify these two expressions. That, by the way, that means that will not work out well. Now, what about thinking of taking negative square root of x to the right hand side? That way, I can easily find the square root of both sides and then simplify the left hand side. I think that will work out well. Join me as we solve this expression. As we do that, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share it with friends and colleagues, and remember to subscribe to my channel for more simplified maths content. Now let's get started. If I take the negative square root of x to the other side, I'm going to have the square root of x to be equal to 32 minus, the positive become minus negative x, what? The square root of x. Great. Now, if I decide to take the square of both sides, I think that can work. If I take the square of both sides, I can simply simplify this. With this expression, square can cancel out square root, and I will be left with x here to be equal to the 32, right? 32 minus the square root of negative x all squared. Great. Now in the next step, I want to consider this right hand side as an algebraic expression. Now if you look at it, it's more of an algebraic expression. Can you recall this algebraic expression? A minus b square, right? That looks like that. This will be equal to a square minus 2ab, right? Plus b square, right? Good. So if this is same as this, I can have my a to be equal to 32, right? And I can also have my b to be equal to square root of negative x. So I can simplify. Now if I simplify that by putting this value into that algebraic expression, I can have my x to be equal to 32 square, right? Minus 2 multiplied by a, which is 32, multiplied by the square root of negative x, right? And this will be plus b, which is the square root of negative x, or what? All squared. Now, looking at this expression thoroughly, you can see that this square can cancel out the square root. Now, from that expression, I will have x to be equal to 32 square is a perfect square, so I'll have 1042, right? Minus 2 times 32 will give me 64, right? Multiply by the square root of negative x, right? And this will be negative x. Plus times minus is going to give us minus, right? Good. So in the next step, we are going to simplify further. Now, if I simplify further, I want to add x to both sides. If I add x to both sides, definitely this will cancel out this, right? And then I'll be left with x in this part plus x in this part, which is equal to 1024, right? Minus 64 multiplied by negative x. Great. So this is going to give me 2x equal to 1024 minus 64 multiplied by negative x, square root of x. Now this can be simplified because they are perfect factors of 2. Now if they are factors of 2, I can have this to become 2x. This is equal to If I factor out 2 to make it easier, taking it off, cancelling it out with this, I'll have 2 divided by 10, 5 divided by 2 will give me this one, this here, and this will give me 2 minus, this is going to give me 32 multiplied by the square root of negative x. Great. Now with this, I can divide both sides by 2 and divide here by 2. So what do I have? 2 cancel out 2, 2 cancel out 2. And then I'll be left with the value of my x to be equal to 512 minus 32 multiplied by the square root of negative x. Great. Now look at this thoroughly and tell me what you think we can do in the next step. Pause this video a little and tell me what you think we can do in the next step. In the next step, what I think we should do is to take the 512 to the right hand side, or most probably we'll subtract 512 from both sides. Now if we subtract 512 from both sides, we'll have this to become x minus 512. Then 512 on the right hand side will cancel out 512 and we'll be left with negative 32 multiplied by the square root of negative x. Great. Now for me to clear that square root, which is the only obstacle we have over here, I need to take the square of both sides. So I'm going to have x minus 512. Math is all about cancelling obstacles. And this will be equal to negative 32 multiplied by negative x, square root of negative x all squared. Now I can simplify that. I'll reduce that. While this gives me x minus 512, which is more of an algebraic expression. You recall that previous algebraic expression, right? This will be equal to, I'll have this come out 32 all squared, right? Multiplied by the square root of negative x all squared. So you can see that this square can easily cancel out the square root, right? And then we'll be left with negative x over here, right? What do we have here? Negative 32 square is going to give us 1024, a perfect square, right? And this will be equal to, right? This will be equal to x minus 512 or what? All squared. Great. Now flash your mind back to that algebraic expression we had earlier on. From that algebraic expression, you are going to see that we can simplify this in order to get our solution. Recall that algebraic expression. From that algebraic expression, you can see that our a this time around can be x, and then our b will be equal to 512. So if we have that expression to be that, this will now give me x squared minus 2 multiplied by x multiplied by 512, right? And that will be plus 512 squared, right? And this will be equal to 1024 times negative 2 will give me negative 10, negative x will give me 1024 what? Negative 1024 x. Great. Now simplifying this, we'll be heading to having our solution. This is going to give me x squared, and this multiplied by this 512 multiplied by 2 is going to give me that is going to give me 1024, right? Minus 1024. 2 times 4 is what? Is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 1 is 2. And this will give us x. While we have this square is going to give me 512 plus 5 1 to what? Square, and this will be equal to negative 10 to 4x. Now from here, you can simply see that this can simply cancel out this, right? Because if this comes this way, they will cancel out. So we'll have this expression x squared plus 512 square to be equal to 0. Great. So if we have that, we can now simplify. If we simplify, which is more of, we can use more of algebraic expression. But then let's look at how we can simplify this. We'll have x squared. Taking this over, we'll have negative 512, right? All squared. Now, if we take the square of both sides, we can simply reduce this without much stress after now. If we take the square root of both sides, this is going to give us the square root of x squared, right? Equal to plus or minus the square root of negative 512 all what? All squared. Now from this expression, I can simply see that my square root will cancel out x square, and then I'll have my x to be equal to plus or minus the square root of 512 square multiplied by negative 1, right? Which is also the square root of what? Negative what? The square root of negative 1. I recall that the square root of negative 1 is equal to j. So we can have our x to be equal to plus or minus square root here can cancel out this, and then we'll have our 512 what? J. And that is the solution to this mathematical expression given to us. So the value of our s can be equal to 512j, or x2 can be equal to negative 512 what? J. And these are the solution that satisfy that mathematical expression given to us up there. I know you did enjoy watching this math solution. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with friends and colleagues, and remember to subscribe to my channel for more simplified math content. Thanks so much for watching, and bye bye for now.